Hello everyone, back with another Crystal of Atlan video. So Nexum released, I had a lot of fun with it, still have a lot of fun with it. I've done another 20 runs with it and now I'm confident I can make a guide about it and let you guys know how it works and what you gotta do, what you gotta know. And I'm also gonna talk about the card sets, which are good, which are bad, and what you wanna focus on. Now, before we get into the video, guys, I just want to let you know I stream daily on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to watch me play the game, maybe want to hang out, maybe you have some questions, you're free to check me out. Link will be in the description. Besides that, I will be doing a very big enhancement stream on the 20th August. I'm gonna try to get plus 21. We will see if I will get it and how much it will cost. I am preparing to spend around 1 to 1.5k USD on this. We will see if I get fucked over or not. It's gonna be on the 20th August. I will release the exact time, most likely tomorrow. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the guide. So, Nexum. This new mode we just got. It has team mode and solo mode. Both of them have first clear rewards that are separate, so you want to do both of them. It has exploration rewards, which is like a battle pass. You could buy this with 20 million gold, bound gold, or you can buy it with real money for the package. So, we have rankings that are class based. There's solo rankings and there's cross server rankings. The solo rankings are for your own server. You can filter with weapon levels and other stuff. We have archives, which is like the collection system for this mode. You can collect stuff here to unlock your collection rewards, to get more card packs. As you can see, you can collect Boons and you can collect Arcanum. I will talk more about what this exactly is later. Now we have the redeem shop. In this shop, TLDR guys, focus on the card packs. You just want to buy the card packs first. All your materials on the card packs. Once you have all the card packs, you can buy all the other stuff. Okay, so potential. Potential is like the shop for this. You can obtain crystals from playing the mode. The crystals are limited per week. On the first week it's 1000, second week 2400 and so on. The resolve is like the notification for this. You want to have the right resolve for the mode to do the most damage, because if you don't have enough resolve, you will see you get the debuff. Damage dot is decreased. So I have only enough resolve for level 2, but I can still do level 3 because I am kinda geared. I have the defense shred for my plus 20 weapon. Having better gear helps quite a lot in this, but having a good build helps even more. So having the gear is really nice, but having the right build can be way stronger. So when you go in, you will see you gotta choose your authority. You have Sovereign, Composer, Executioner, Dreamer, and Demonic. If you pick one authority, that means the boons that you will be getting will be more focused on Sovereign, but you can still pick other boons, you can still use other authorities. This does not mean you're locked into the authority that you picked. So we go in, just clear the mobs. Pretty simple. It's just the elite room. And yeah, once you're clear, you will see that you get to pick boons. You get 3 options. If you see on your boon that it says new, like the right one, that means you have not gotten that boon yet. If you get this boon, your collection will progress. So you just select the boon and you go to the next room. So I decide to go to the unknown room. Unknown means it can be random, it can be anything, pretty much. Here I'm getting some guess minigame. I have to guess the right shaman. I failed twice because I am blind, guys, but I still kill the shaman and we go next. Again, you can pick boons after each thing. Happening room is you getting a random NPC that has either an option for you to choose, or an option for you to gamble, or an option for you to sacrifice something from you to gain something from them. So this guy just gives me straight up a reward, and that's it. Okay, so I go to the boss room now. Boss rooms are every few runs. So there's a boss room on the 4th floor, there's a boss room on the 9th floor, and there's a boss room on the 14th floor, which you have to beat. So this boss here has a little gimmick. It spawns like dogs, fire and ice dogs, which you have to bait the dogs into the fire or ice AoE to basically kill them. If you are melee, if you're ranged, you can just stand in the ice or fire AoE and just kill the dogs from range. So you can also select Arcanum, as you can see here, and you can select Grace Boons. Grace Boons have class specific buffs that can change your gameplay completely. Like the one I just got, you can see my skill is a little bit different. I shoot fist cannons while using my force skill, which is kind of insane. It does a lot of damage. Every class has Grace Boons. Every class can change the gameplay completely. It's the main fun part about this mode, is having a different way to play your class and have some broken way to play your class. Now here I'm on the shop. The merchant, he gives you either a way to gamble for boons, or it gives you a way to buy Arcanum. So here I go to the next happening room. I'm gambling for a chance to get the rewards from those two guys. As you can see, I'm clicking random stuff, and I won. GG's. So this boss right here, you have to kill the 2 bears, and then you're able to kill the rabbit. Because the rabbit has some barrier that does not let him get damaged otherwise. So this is the quest room. Quest room can be many different quests. This quest, I have to speedrun this dungeon as fast as I can to get the 3 stars of it. Just run through it, kill the mobs, be as fast as you can. This is pretty easy. You can also get different quests, but I don't know yet what type of quest that is. So this is the next happening room. This guy, the Skywalker, is just broken. If you see this guy, you won. You can sacrifice 3 of your lives to let him upgrade 4 of your boons of your choosing, which is extremely broken. 100% you need this guy to get the best speedrun you can. So this is the boss on the 14th floor. Just the deer from the story. Another cool thing I like about this mode is that it lets you replay story bosses that you never seen the mechanics from again, while they are tanky and hurt quite a little bit. As you can see here, I have no problem getting this guy down, even though my build is just random stuff that I picked up. It's still decent. Now, after you beat this guy, you will see a message will pop up. This message asks you, do you want to continue? You press yes. You go to the next stage, and the next stage will be only 2-minute timer. It's gonna be mainly for rankings. That's why the time is way shorter, and it's way harder to get the 2 bosses down. And I will be failing this one because my build is just random. But yeah, after you clear the 14th floor, it asks you always if you want to continue, or if you don't want to continue, you can click no and you're done. Or if you want to try your luck at the speedrunning, getting higher rankings and so on, you can try it. So I cleared this. It shows you your build, so it shows you the damage you did, the boons and all that stuff that you had, your time, the rift boxes you get, and yeah, just a quick overview of your run. You can also buy the illusion prism, which is the entry ticket from the trade house, so you have pretty much unlimited runs. Let me talk a little bit about the boons. So the Grace boons are the class-specific boons again. You have multiple boons. I don't know if every class has 11 boons, but for the Starbreaker you have 11 Grace boons as a legendary, the purple ones and the blue ones. Obviously the higher rarity, the stronger the boon is. They're really strong overall, you should always pick them. They're really fun, they make your class just feel better. Next is Demonic. Demonic is all about proccing stuff, proccing effects on the bosses through the overflow mechanic. You get overflow by using skills. That means this is for classes with low cooldowns. The more skills you use, the more demonic procs you will get and the more damage you will do. It's really bad for classes that don't really use that many skills, like Starbreaker. So for me, Demonic is really bad. I never use it. Not a fan of Demonic, quite frankly. So the next one is Dreamer. Dreamer is all about vitality, healing, sustaining, AoE effect healings, some damage bonuses depending on your heal and so on. So it's for side cut, I think. Executioner is actually really broken. The Executioner Authority ability is each stack you gain 15% crit damage and 2% crit rate. Up to 6 stacks. The problem here is that if you get hit, you lose all the stacks. How do you fix this? Well, you can fix this by getting the Might Submit card. Boon. That boon makes it so when you get hit, you only lose 1 stack. Or if you upgrade the boon, when you get hit, you don't lose any stacks at all, which is really broken to have the crit damage or crit rate buff active all the time. And it has some other funny cards. So Executioner overall is really, really good. It fits into every single build, pretty much. Anyone can use this. So it's overall recommended for anyone. Composer. Composer is all about tankiness, shields, defense, and being tanky. If you're struggling with staying alive, if you're dying, if you're just struggling, take maybe 1 or 2 Composer boons and you should be pretty much unkillable. So now my favorite, Sovereign. Sovereign is all about the resonance. Being in resonance, getting into resonance fast, doing damage during resonance, proccing the judgment effect by getting into resonance and dealing big damage, and overall increasing your damage the longer you stay in the resonance. It's pretty much made for the Starbreaker because Starbreaker has a really long resonance uptime, like really long. In this mode even longer than usually. So you can go like 1 minute just staying into resonance, like it's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is pretty much all about resonance. Definitely recommend this for Starbreakers. I don't know about other classes, maybe there's some stuff you can use, but yeah, this is pretty much about the boons. Now, Arcanum. Arcanum are items. They're items you can buy or you can randomly get that will help you make your build stronger. They can give maybe some attack buff, some other stuff, Nexum damage like this one. Upon removal, for every 200 fragments, you get 3% Nexum damage. So it's incentivizes you to save your fragments, not use them, and then remove this to get a big damage boost. There's a lot of different items you can try to make a build around. It's overall really fun to try to figure out some hidden mechanics, some hidden broken things. I do think items are really underrated. Most likely also better than boons themselves, if you do a really good combo and get really lucky. But yeah, this is pretty much the Arcanum. Now, we go into the cards. The card system was introduced with this new mode. There's many different card sets. You can get your cards from the mode, open the card packs and get the cards. And once you get the cards, you can unlock the cards by going into the Atlan decks and clicking level up. If it lights up, that means you can level up and you can unlock the card attribute itself. If you unlock all the attributes for a card set, you will unlock the rainbow effect for the card. So let's talk about the best cards. Ancient Guardian is without a doubt the best card set in the game. It gives you 5% damage bonus from the legendary cards, and once you unlock everything you get another 5% damage bonus by being healed. So it's permanent 10% damage bonus permanently, pretty much, if you have a scythe card in your team, which you want to have by having this card set. Next one will be Chrome Military Factory. This one is pretty good. It has some skill damage, some debuff damage, which is pretty huge, 4% debuff damage, and every 30 combos, damage against enemies increased by 1% up to 4%. So this is also a pretty nice card set. So those two cards are pretty much the best you want to kind of go for. Mechanical Empire has some damage to mech, some shield break efficiency, and 3% damage to bosses. It's okay, but it's not really that great. Damage to beast, some skill damage, and this effect just... I don't like this. Mystic Beings, just not recommended. I feel like it's not that great. Clockwork Legion I'm using right now. Get some attribute enhance, some res, and 6 attribute when you're using your finisher. It's really cheap. It has no pink cards, so it's really easy to get. That's why I'm using it right now. Park Guardian has some crit rate. It has this effect that is pretty much useless. The only thing it has is crit rate. Marvel's Circus is just bad. Don't care about it. You can, yeah, just ignore it pretty much. Then we have the Shadow Realm, which is some damage to debuffed, and then it has the effect that you can randomly proc debuffs on the target. I feel like this is way too RNG. The best thing about this is the damage to debuffed. If you can get it to 3% and you have nothing better, you can use that. So Light Chaser has some raw crit rate up to 3%, which might be the difference between you crit capping or not, so it might be really good. And you can get 6% crit damage by getting 100 marks. So 100 stacks of the Courage mark, which is not bad. Pretty good. Dark Maniac, what I'm using right now. You get some crit damage, some strength, and you get 2% crit rate for every nearby enemy. Pretty nice. Decayed Catastrophe. Damage to Decayed, damage res, and then you have this effect. Each mark reduces your death by 1%. After accumulating 5 marks, 5% damage bonus. I think this is really easy to get, and it's really strong early set you can use before you get the other big sets. I'm using it myself. Beast Legion is a kind of gimmick set. It gives you damage to mobs, it gives you some attack, some skill damage, and then this: when an enemy HP is above 90%, increase damage dealt to them by 15%. This can be really huge depending how you use it and for what kind of things you use it, but this can make your burst go really crazy. It's a really good set, actually. Niche usage. Then we have the Magitech Era. It's a resonance set. You get like a free resonance Garg at the start of combat and then every 60 seconds. So this might be good for some classes that are struggling with resonance uptime and to get into resonance fast. It needs testing. People have to test it. Starbreak is not one of them, so it's kind of useless for me. But yeah, this is pretty much the card set we have right now. As you can notice, we do not have the card set for the pets that I talked about. It seems that will be added way later. They are not going to add it for now. Most likely, once we have more pets, that's when they will be adding it. For now, you can just chill. There's no pet collection stuff, so you're chilling. Okay, so this is pretty much the guide and my overview about the card sets. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions related to this, feel free to ask me in the comments on my stream, wherever it is. I'll be down to answer whatever questions you might have. And again, I do not know what's the best build. This is a very complex system. There's so many things you can try out, so many classes, so many builds. It's just not enough time to get the best possible result in just one day. Maybe in a few weeks we might know what's the best, maybe in a few days. And I might do another video just showcasing my own best build after I have a few days of testing. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Bye bye.